What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and by the avatar up in that corner, you might remember this account. It's been a while since we've been on Lord Giga's account here, and this is the Penny account that has gone through a ton of different heroes. Remember, we did that whole thing where we made Origin 5 like one hero of every single faction, and then we pushed up as far as we could in all the different sea lands. Well, now we've officially landed on the permanent status, which is a giant killer penny. Yes, it is absolutely awesome. The downside of this is can't really make progress in the Void campaign, but hey, we can have fun elsewhere. We have Holy Armor, Giant Killer, and Crit Chance. The Crit Chance is the one big one because, as always, we just want to be able to crit with the highest percentage chance possible. Even have a level 100 tree. As far as tenants go, they are coming along. We got both Sherlock and Sigmund in here, level 89, really solid. The other two, not so much, but hey, let's give this a shot. Let's see how this turns out. Now, Punisher of Immortal. I think that's still good. I don't think going for Melodic is the play on her. I don't think. I almost feel like we had to switch this to Balance Strike as well for the additional healing. Man, yeah, getting past 2-3 would be a huge help. But we're on the first stage because we got Penny. Now, granted, there are some Transcendence heroes on this account. They're just not really going to be able to make any progress in the Void campaign. So let's see if we can push past Sealand 26. We're into Sealand 27. I honestly have no clue if this is going to work. We're not going to have a core, anything like that. But Penny might just surprise us. She still has the speed advantage, which is surprising. And we do have some tanky heroes to go on our team as well. Looks like that was cake. Probably want to put Sherlock in the front row, I think. As long as we're critting, we're good. Yeah, because Sherlock's going to be able to swap health bars a couple times. Maybe get some CCs off. Oh my goodness, it's so close. The downside of Penny here is, even with Balance Strike, most of the time she's not healing, and then if she doesn't crit like that, my goodness, does it feel very, very bad. We do need Control Purify, it looks like. Man, this is a tough one. Maybe we gotta put both of them in the front row. Oh, this does kind of split up the damage a little bit. Is just too much in that very last round of hits. Okay, let's try both of them in the front row. Does it alternate who they hit? Not really. It does seem like better survivability, which does mean we get the win. Again, I guess we could go away from Balance Strike if we really have to and go back to Unbending Will, because that buys you like one more turn. The boss is faster than the Penny, and that is not good. That is not good, because that means the Penny is potentially going to get CC'd in round 2. Oh my gosh, she was already CC'd. I really want to get this one done. I really do. The big AoE hits, but there's also energy drain here, which is a little on the brutal side for us here. I think we need to go for like, I guess we can leave Sigmund as is. Let's go back with Unbending Will just to buy us some time. We'll get a more tanky Sherlock in the mix as well to maybe absorb a few extra hits before proccing. It doesn't really matter because we are CC. That's not great. Let's buy like 5. 5 more attempts. 5 can do it. 5 might be plenty. So that's not good. Having all these weak targets is actually really bad for us in round 1. Either that or we just have to shove him back in the front row, which might be the case. Because what's happening is when we basically... Sure, we'll put a penny in. When a hero dies on your side of the battlefield, it has a high chance to horrify, as you guys saw right there. And then beyond that, we're just getting hit with a ton of CC. It's draining our energy, and then we're not able to get the hit off. I mean, maybe it is better just having them in the front row. I mean, honestly, maybe even having the Sigmund gone too would be better. I didn't think it would be this difficult, to be honest, but man, is it proving to be very, very difficult. See, right here now, we proc. Oh man, that's way too many hits. There's not enough targets with this method. The only way I could see this working really good for us, honestly, is... Ah, man, like, we just gotta, that just doesn't even work. We gotta keep Sigmund in the front row, because if anybody else dies, she doesn't get an attack off. And then see, we lose the energy, and then we get hit, and yeah, it's really bad. Really, really bad. So that's not really gonna work out. You know, we'll use our last attempt here. We'll use the last one. I wonder if her in the front row, what does that do? Probably makes it worse, right? Yeah, because she stays horrified. I mean, it felt about the same, so not a big deal. But let's see. Do we have a PvE lineup? We kind of do. This looks like the PvE lineup right here. That looks pretty solid. One thing this account does not have is an upgraded antlers cane, which is very weird to say, but is very true at the same time. We can probably go with shared fate on her as well. For the crit, all that looking good. We have a ton of support heroes in our lineup. Oh, I wonder, you know what? Hold on. I want to try one thing. Does that give us enough speed now? If we can outspeed the boss, that would be amazing. Oh, wait, we can outspeed the boss. That's actually pretty huge. We'll come back to that one. We'll figure it out. What I also want to do is jump in and do some broken spaces. Now, of course, the early stages gonna be super duper easy right there. Just smash it out. It's gonna take one hit. I want to see what she can do in the later stages. I don't think we're gonna be able to push like 10, 11. But I want to see what we can do in like 7 and 8. Get through these. Get through that. Even 7 should be pretty easy one tapped. Yeah, so let's go on to 8. And let's see how this battle actually turns out. We do have some other support heroes, our Transcendence heroes in here. We got Olivia for the shrink, all these fun things. We got to see how much damage Penny is actually doing. She's never been an amazing, like, god tier PvE boss damage dealer, but she's always been solid. She always lacks survivability for the most part. Kind of looks like we need mark removal maybe, although not really. Because the basic attack's hitting both of them, which is still pretty good. Survivability of our team seems pretty solid as well. We might actually last the entire battle here. Except Livia. Livia's gonna go down. Oh, I guess everybody's starting to fall down. Round 9. Heartwatcher being alive is huge though, because that means she's stacking up those marks to the maximum. And Penny is doing a pretty good dent on this boss. Surprisingly good. We even get an active off. Or no, we don't. Never mind. I thought we did. Yeah, okay, we'll take that type of damage right there. It's nothing like stellar or anything, but 4 more hits should clear it out. On to 9. Now, 9 might be a little difficult, mainly because of the Drake-Russell combo, which means they're just going to start picking apart our heroes one by one. But if we can survive long enough... Really depends on what damage this Russell does. The double shrink kind of does help, but his ping damage, yeah, is going to start picking apart all of our lower HP allies. Their HP bars are moving, which means we can definitely clear this out for sure. Heartwatcher lives 1 more round to get more Heartwatcher marks out. That's awesome. Actually, she lives 2 more rounds because Russell goes into the air. Now let's see what type of damage is done to Penny. Penny's got a ton of stats. Looking good, and this might actually be with Sherlock still with the crown and not with the upgraded flag. She's able to full heal, so as long as she doesn't like get one shot, she's going to last the rest of the battle. Hopefully. Unless that Drake mark kills us. Close, but again, we full heal once more. The only rounds I think that we're super at risk are the ones where Russell gets an active off because it's the big burst damage plus the ping damage. But as long as we're critting, we are back to full health every single time. This is what I'm scared of right here. We might survive to the last round. Ooh, just barely. All right, we'll take it. I mean, that's still a very respectable amount of damage for this boss wave. So what we need to do is just come back in here, swap this back out, get a ton more stats for our penny, come back in, and yeah, that should just be like 5 more smashes, clears it out. Okay, 6. It looks like 6. 7? Really? Oh my goodness, that was a low roll. And then here's where we just stop, right? I don't think Penny's strong enough to live through this onslaught that's about to happen. Just one tapped. Yeah, so that's about it. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start pushing a lot more content. We still have Void Vortex, I believe, to push and things like that. So we even have Aspen Dungeon, but it just closed. So we got a lot of stuff to go, and we have this A+ penny. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. We're gonna be highlighting this penny account for a little bit longer, get some accomplishments done, and then let it idle for a little bit longer. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Betty series coming up later today. I'll see you guys next time.